Welcome back to the Guri Show. If you've been following along, in episode 1, we laid the foundation by uncovering why retreats are such a powerful business model. In episode 2, we broke down the 6 steps to selling out your retreat. Today, we're building on that momentum by diving into one of the most effective tools for filling your retreats, the sales funnel. But not just any sales funnel. I'm going to introduce you to my Siiisoul Framework. Yes, there's the name. A fresh approach that's all about creating transformation, not just transactions. Let's tie it all together and get go to work. Welcome to the Guri Show, your go to podcast for retreat leaders, coaches, and transformation seekers who are ready to create thriving businesses while embracing self healing, wellness, and personal growth. Hosted by Guri Kaur, yeah, that is me. This show is your space to learn how to design life changing retreats, confidently sell your offers, and master the mindset shifts needed to create abundance and impact. Each episode dives deep into actionable strategies, personal insights, and soulful practices that combine business growth with inner transformation. From self healing techniques and wellness rituals to powerful tools for scaling your coaching programs, we'll help you align your purpose, your profits, and your peace. Whether you are building your first retreat or scaling to 6 figures and beyond, the Guri Show is your space to dream big, transform yourself, and empower others to do the same. Tune in, grow your business, heal your soul, and create the legacy you're destined for. Let's thrive together. Okay, if you listened to episode 2, you'll remember we talked about the 6 essential steps to selling out your retreat. Steps that align with the foundation of a traditional sales funnel. Now, those steps are important, but they're not the full picture. And that's where my Siiisoul framework comes in. Think of it as a next level, a more human and transformational approach that fills the gaps in traditional funnels. Where the standard funnel focuses on moving people through a system, the Siiisoul framework is about guiding them through a journey of shift, trust, and lead. So, in this episode, I'm not throwing out those 6 steps from episode 2. Instead, I'm showing you how to enhance and refine them to create a funnel that feels aligned, authentic, and deeply effective. Okay, but first, let's talk about why you need a sales funnel. So, let's start with the why. Why does having a sales funnel matter? Okay, you might be thinking, well, picture this. You're scrolling through Instagram and you see a post about a retreat. You're intrigued, but you're cooking dinner, answering emails, and scrolling TikTok. Okay? So you forgot to click. The retreat sounds amazing, but it's gone from your mind before you even open the fridge. Here's the truth. People need time and touch points to make decisions, especially when it comes to a high ticket offer like a retreat. That's where a funnel comes in. It gives you a structured way to stay connected with your audience, nurture their interest, and guide them to say yes. Without a funnel, you're leaving everything to chance. You're hoping someone clicks on your post the first time they see it, and in today's world of endless distractions, that's just not enough. Although I hate to break it to you. If you've ever felt stuck trying to move people from interested to committed, this episode is for you. The Siiisoul framework isn't just about marketing, it's about transformation. It's a way to take your audience on a journey from a place of doubt, fear, or confusion to a place where they are ready to say, yes, I need this retreat. Here's what we are covering today: why traditional sales approaches often fail, how to use the Siiisoul framework to create a sales funnel that feels authentic and effective, actionable steps, actionable examples, to attract, nurture, and convert your audience without feeling pushy or overwhelmed. And by the end of this episode, you'll have a clear roadmap to sell out your retreats while staying true to your purpose. Let's dive in. Okay. So, why traditional approaches don't work? Here's the thing about selling retreats, it's not like selling just about something, okay? You're not just offering a product, you're offering a transformation. And that's why traditional sales tactics often fall flat. Imagine someone sees your retreat post and you're saying, buy now, spots are limited, without addressing their fears, doubts, or desires. They might think, this looks cool, but I'm not sure it's for me, and scroll past. Most people don't realize this, but your audience isn't just buying a retreat, they're buying a solution to their problem, a way out of their current struggle, and into the life they desire. This is where my Siiisoul framework comes in. It's about taking your audience through four key steps, or you can say four key concepts. First one is shift. Now, in this under this pillar, you help them shift their perspective and become aware of what's keeping them stuck. In the influence phase, you show them how it's possible to change by sharing real stories, yours or your clients. And then comes the impact. In the impact phase, you provide tools, resources, or values that give them a small taste of transformation. And then the last phase is invite. And in the invite, you ask them to join you, to take action. Now, let me put it this way, these four phases or these four steps are the exact steps that you need to implement to build your audience. You don't have to do anything else. This is a proven framework that I share with my paid students and clients who pay thousands and thousands of dollars for me to help them use this framework to build their business. And you're getting it for free. And I'm not putting a pressure on you that, oh my God, you're getting it for free, or I'm trying to make you shame for it, trying to shame you for it. What I'm trying to say is this is it. This is the only method that works. And now that you have it, all you got to do is just take it and implement it. Okay? Now, before I go deeper into explaining you what these four phases actually do and mean, I would first like to also talk about why the Siiisoul framework, or how the Siiisoul framework is different from traditional sales funnels. Okay? I hope you're with me till now. And if you're with me till now, I'm telling you, you're getting the gold that few people get. Okay. Now, you've probably heard the term sales funnel before, like many times, right? And so in fact, for me, like if you've just listened to the episode 2 of this series, I'm sure you've listened the term sales funnel. Yeah, just from that episode, right? The traditional funnel works like this. You create a freebie to get people in the door, or you do like door-to-door marketing, posting in different Facebook groups, like, or posting in different Facebook groups, Instagram, and stuff like that. Or you send people a bunch of emails and you hope they buy. Well, it's not bad in theory, but here's the problem. Traditional sales funnels often focus more on transactions than on transformation, than on shifts, than on addressing people's fears and desires. The traditional sales funnels are about moving people through steps quickly without addressing what's really keeping them stuck or hesitant to commit. Here's what's missing in traditional funnels. They assume your audience is ready to buy, but most people aren't. Most people need help shifting their perspective and understanding why they even need your retreat. They focus on features and not transformation, the traditional sales funnels. For example, traditional funnels will say, this retreat has yoga classes, gourmet meals, and nature hikes. That's nice, but it doesn't speak to your deeper desires or struggles of your audience, right? And so they skip the connection. Traditional funnels often feel cold and automated, missing the opportunity to build real trust and influence. I'll give a solid example at the end once I explain all four pillars of this method. Okay. So, the first phase, let's talk about shift. Like, let's go deeper into the shift. The first step is shift. Our first pillar or first phase is shift. This is where you help your audience become aware of what's holding them back. Here's the truth: if they were already aware of their limiting beliefs or patterns, they wouldn't be stuck. Okay? For example, let's say your retreat is for busy professionals who are burnt out. They might think, this is just how life is. I am too busy to take a break. Your job is to help them see that this mindset is part of the problem. Okay? And so you could post something like, burnout isn't a badge of honor. If you're waiting for things to slow down before taking care of yourself, you'll be waiting forever. Or something like this: self care isn't selfish, it's survival. If you're too busy to take care of yourself, how will you show up for the people who need you most? And this type of content interrupts their thought patterns and helps them question the beliefs keeping them stuck. It's the wake up call they need to start paying attention. Okay, now comes the second phase: influence. And one of the ways of influencing is by influencing with stories. So, awareness isn't enough. If you stop at shift, it's like pulling a bandage of an unhealed wound. It just leaves your audience feeling raw and exposed. And this is where influence comes in. You need to show them that change is possible. I remember working with a client who told me, I would love to join your retreat, but I'm too busy and I can't justify spending that amount of money on myself. Sound familiar? Here's what I told her. I said, and I think something along the line of this, sorry, something along these lines. I used to think the same way. I spent years putting everyone else first until I realized that my health, happiness, and peace of mind were the foundation of everything. And once I started investing in myself, everything else fell into place. Well, guess what? She ended up joining the retreat, and by the end, she said, this was the best decision I've ever made for myself. Okay, I'll give you another story. Another client of mine, okay, let's call her Lisa, right? I don't want to put her name out. And she came to me, she came to one of my wellness retreats completely overwhelmed by her job. She told me, I don't think I can relax. I have forgotten how. By the end of the retreat, she was smiling, journaling, and telling me how she felt more like herself than she ever had in years. When you share these stories, you're showing your audience that transformation is not only possible, it's possible for them too. Okay? With that being said, we segue into the next phase, that is impact. And one of the ways of impacting people is impacting with value. Okay? This is where you offer your audience tools, resources, or small wins that give them a taste of the transformation you provide. So, for example, let's say you're giving them a freebie. right? And you say something like, if your retreat, so sorry, if your retreat is about wellness, your freebie or your resource or your lead magnet might be like a free guide on 5 simple practices to reduce stress in 10 minutes a day. This gives your audience something actionable and like a quick fix, and that they can try right away, like a quick fix. If you're posting something on social media, you do a quick video with a grounding exercise or breathing technique just to show people, like, this is just this is how this is just an example of a grounding exercise. And if you want a deep diver, that's what we will do on the retreat. So the goal is to show your audience that you're not just talking about transformation, you're also delivering it. And when they see results from a free resource, they'll start to trust that your retreat will deliver even bigger results. Okay. Now, once you're done with shift, influence, impact, that's when you go into invite. This is the final step. This is where you ask your audience to take action to sign up for your retreat. Here's where many retreat leaders go wrong. So let me tell you why. They either don't ask at all because they're afraid of being pushy, or they ask too often without providing value first. Right? Here's the balanced approach. Listen to me. Listen carefully. Listen to me very carefully, actually. Okay. You have already shifted their perspective, influenced them with stories, and made an impact with value. Now, your invite is the natural next step, okay? And people will love that you're inviting them. So, let me give you an example, CDA. You could say something like, if this resonated with you, imagine what's possible when we work together in a fully immersive retreat. Join us for 3 days of transformation, connection, and clarity. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Reserve yours today. Now, this isn't pushy. In fact, it's empowering. You're inviting them to step into their best self. Okay? Now, that being said, I hope you understand what this Siiisoul framework is. And I've explained to you, broke it down into different pillars, into different phases. And my hope for you is that you could go today and apply and implement this method, this framework. It works everywhere. And if you're struggling, if you're looking for help, connect with me and let's sit and use this framework to build your business today. Okay? Now, let's move into the last segment. Now, I know I've given you too much to absorb today, so I'm not going to get into deeper into this today because I've already shared so much that you might have questions, you might need some work, you might need some uh, work in this area of really using Siiisoul framework into your business, into selling your retreats. And I wanted to go away and end this episode with one thing, one last segment, which talks about why the Siiisoul framework works better and, in fact, takes sales funnels to another level. Okay, and that's the only thing that I wanted to talk about, to kind of reinforce this in your subconscious that this really works and this is going to help you. It has helped me, it has helped my clients, and this is the method that works. Okay, now, so Siiisoul framework focuses on transformation and not just transactions. Now, I'm not saying that transactions are bad. At the end of the day, we all want transactions, but we also want transformation, right? We want profitability and impact, both. So the Siiisoul framework starts by helping your audience shift their perspective. Okay? It doesn't it helps them really uncover their own belief system and really uncover their own blind spots. And that's the biggest thing you can do for someone, is that you shift their limiting beliefs and to bring a light on their blind spots, right? So that's what Siiisoul Framework helps us do. It starts with the shift phase, which helps your audience, which in shifting their perspective. The method is about creating awareness of the beliefs or habits keeping them stuck. Without this step, they'll scroll past your offer because they don't see how it's relevant to them. It builds connection and belief. So instead of just throwing features at your audience, the Siiisoul framework uses stories to influence them. And you're not just showing what's possible, you're helping them see it's possible for them. This builds trust and creates an emotional connection that traditional funnels often miss. It gives value first, okay? It addresses objections first. Now, with the impact stage, you're providing small wins before asking for the sale. And this gives your audience a taste of the transformation you offer and makes them more likely to say yes when you invite them in. It's balanced and intentional. It doesn't make you feel like you're being pushy, like you're being manipulative, like you're being salesy, and all of that stuff. The invite step is direct but respectful, and you're not overwhelming your audience with constant asks, nor are you afraid to make your offer because you've already done the work to moving them from confused or fearful or scared, stuck to interested. You've built a foundation of trust and value so the invitation feels natural and aligned. Okay? I hope this works. Hope this makes sense. I love recording this episode because this is my life's work and I really wanted to help all of you who are in the business space, who are in the retreat space, to take away this framework and apply it in your life. Okay, so to recap, the Siiisoul framework helps you create a funnel that doesn't just sell, it transforms. All right. Now, here's what I want you to do. If this episode inspired you, share it with a fellow business owner, coach, retreat leader, and tag me on social media on Instagram or on Facebook with your biggest takeaway. And don't forget to subscribe to the Guri Show so you don't miss the next episode. Now, also, if you love this episode, drop a comment and remember your retreat or your coaching or your business isn't just a retreat, it's the bridge to someone's transformation. Okay? Until next time, keep believing in your magic and creating boldly. Thank you so much. Love you so much.